Hello everyone, Derek here. There's more of the video to come, but while this little bank of clouds rolling through, I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for watching the video, and also to say a little bit about what's actually going on in this patch of sky. This patch of sky is a real favourite with astronomers and astrophotographers alike because of the range of objects in the field of view. But it's a really difficult patch of sky to photograph well because of the range of brightness of those objects. With a bright star and faint nebulae, it can feel a little bit like trying to photograph the light of a candle that's a mile away while someone shines a bright torch in your eyes. I've tried to photograph these objects several times before, without a huge amount of success. Each one was a huge learning curve for me, and I feel like I've been making steady improvements. But this is the first time I feel like I've finally taken a photo that does this beautiful patch of sky justice. The brightest object in the photograph is Alnitak. It's a hot blue supergiant star. It's around 1,500 light years away. It's 20 times the size of our own sun. And it sits in the constellation of Orion. It's actually the left-hand star in Orion's belt. That's that one, up there. And the light we see from this star actually comes from two stars. Alnitak itself has a companion star that orbits it, around about the same distance that Saturn orbits our own star, the Sun. And Alnitak is around about the 33rd brightest star in our night sky. Now, part of the reason for photographing Alnitak is the two beautiful nebulae that lie in the same field of view as it. The first of these is the Flame Nebula. It's a real favourite with astrophotographers because there aren't many nebulae in the night sky quite as bright as this one. It'll show up in wide field photos with relatively short exposures, so if you've ever pointed a camera at Orion, it may be worth taking a look to see if it's in your shot. It's an enormous cloud of hydrogen gas being blasted by radiation from Alnitak until it glows, and this gas is actually obscured by huge clouds of cosmic dust that form these dark streaks across it, blocking the light of the hydrogen gas behind it. NASA's top infrared and X-ray telescopes, I think it is, can actually photograph the whole of the nebula peering through those dust clouds, and it's actually been seen that there's a whole cluster of stars being born in this nebula. It's beautiful. The other nebula in this patch of sky is the famous Horsehead Nebula. It's a so-called dark nebula because it's a huge cloud of dust that's been swirled into the shape of a horse's head. It's actually blocking the light of ionized hydrogen behind it. This wall of ionized hydrogen is being blasted by radiation from this star system here. It's the Sigma Orionis star system. And I've actually got a whole series of videos planned where I go hunting for more of these dark nebulae. There's lots of them in our night sky. So if that's something you'd like to see, please consider hitting the subscribe button so you see that video when I post it. I love this patch of sky. We tend to think of space as being a dark, still, empty place. And this photograph reminds me of what it's actually like and how we would see it if our eyes were just a little bit more sensitive. It's colourful, it's powerful, there's forces at work that we can barely imagine, and it's vast on a scale that our human brains can barely get to grips with.